All right, so we have done so far Gemini, Leo, Pisces, and Virgo. We are going to find out right now who is the next. I apologize for the delay. I don't know if it's just the change of energy or what it is, but it took a lot of energy out of me. But who is the next reading? Spirits, guides, angels, I'm truly grateful and appreciate you being here. Who is the next reading that we're going to do? This is the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups would be Scorpio. All right, Scorpio. This is all you guys. So because there was a blood moon in Taurus, Mars retrograde, and a total lunar eclipse, that's 3 events, we're doing 3 readings in one. So we're going to be doing your weekly reading with this, Scorpio, how they feel about you with this, and then messages from spirits and guides from this one. Okay? All right. Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. You guys are tough. All right. Yeah, I don't know if I got sick or it's just the shift in energy. But boy, was I couldn't even stay awake for very long. Thank you, spirits, guides, angels. Over here a little bit. There we go. Scorpio. This reading is for Scorpio. What is Scorpio's weekly reading? Scorpio's weekly reading. Scorpio. Scorpio. Spirits, guides, angels, this is for Scorpio. What is Scorpio's reading for the week? What is Scorpio's reading for the week? What is Scorpio's reading for the week? Ooh, this one flipped up. Page of Pentacles. Thank you, spirits, guides, angels. What is the reading for Scorpio this week? What is the reading for Scorpio? Thank you, spirits, guides, angels. I'm truly grateful and I truly appreciate you being here with me. All right, Queen. 10 of Cups upside down, or 9 of Cups upside down. Queen of Cups. Spirits, guides, angels. We're gonna pull these, lay these out first, and then I'll read them as we go. Okay. Spirits, guides, angels. Scorpio reading. What is Scorpio's reading for this week? Whoa. That's a lot. Thank you, spirits, guides, angels. It's too much. Please. Okay. Knight of Cups. Thank you, spirits, guides, angels. King of Wands. King of Cups. Thank you. Oh, King of Cups and Queen of Cups. There's match here. Okay, 9 of Pentacles. Holy moly, I can't even get these out, guys. Okay. Tower. Okay. Boy, they just keep coming, so I don't know if I should stop or not. Let's stop and see what happens. If I need to pull more, we will. Okay? Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles is the first one that came out. So this represents like an announcement. Okay? This is our earth signs, which is Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. This is our physical material world. So this is like a junior queen. Okay? So it's kind of like an immature state of mind, I guess you could say. Not quite there yet, but it's maturing. So this is like, look, here's my pentacle. See that? Isn't that cute? This is an announcement, kind of like a it's like a new, so this is like a new cycle. This belongs to Malkut. This corresponds with earth signs, like I said. So pages are earth signs too as well. So this is a double element right here. It's a process of change. These are full of energy. They're not quite as mature as the actual queens, but they're on their way. So this is like earth and earth, like I said, it's like consolidation, making firm, mold into one mass. So bring all parts are concerned with body. Okay, so it represents conditions that you've made in your body or in your environment by your own actions. Learning growth, so learning by doing. Good news is in earthly matters such as money, education, business, or health. Laying foundations, develop plans, inspiration, giving your relationships time to flourish. And body is a precious gift. Treat it as such. Keep material blessings into perspective. This card represents inspiration and ambition. It signifies the energy and motivation in the needing to succeed. Okay. Now, this is the Five of Wands. Okay. Fives on the Tree of Life are severity. So wands are action cards. They're also of spirit too. So these are fire signs. This is Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius energy. So if you can see these people right here, they're kind of fighting. Okay. The thing is though, if you look closer, nobody's actually hitting anybody. They're fighting for no reason. There's a lot of waste of energy right here. Okay. So not sure what's going on here, but somebody's fighting something. The Queen of Wands. So the queens on the Tree of Life are Bana. So these are all water signs. These represent water signs, which would be like Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, which is your energy. It represents the Great Mother. So all queens are regarded on the subconscious level, and that's the concerning parts of our minds that aren't fully aware, but they actually influence our actions and our feelings. Okay, these are commons with the threes in the deck. So each queen is best at something. So this is a double element too as well. So this is a lot of energy, guys. Double element, double element. So water and water. This makes her the best telepathic sender and receiver of all queens. She's psychic and imaginative. She's beautiful. She looks at her cup. And if people wonder, like, what is in that cup? Well, if you look carefully, there's no other cup that's like this in the whole entire deck, okay? And there's angels on her cup. So she sits at her water's edge, and she's at a very mystical place. So it's to interact with her psychic abilities, imagination. When she's at her lower, she uses the water to reflect back, like her colorness, because something is being blocked. There's a closed channel. Okay, so maybe you need to kind of open up, like, or maybe look at the 7 chakras, possibly, if you can. So instinct, empathy, insightful, caring. So feeling strong emotions, it's time to call on psychic abilities. Achieving unity with spirit, so it may represent a mature female in your life who's supportive or caring, or it may also represent you, a nurturing soul or an empath. So you're very intuitive in the flow and psychic, and you're a good listener. So cups represents feelings. So the more that you are in touch with your feelings, the more empathic and psychic you will become. Also, if you're beating yourself up, well, beating yourself up accomplishes nothing. So embracing your feelings is one thing, but wallowing in them is another. You need to pause to feel, then move on, okay? Informed and enabled by your insights. Always trust your intuition and take appropriate action. No amount of self-pity will make anything better. Stop second-guessing yourself. Strong feelings are telling you something, not to render you helpless. Reflect on what you really need and then take action, otherwise you will get bogged down. In truth, there's very few of us were meant for a life of constant contemplation, okay? So we all have to live in the real world. If you have psychic abilities, be sure that your deployment is regulated by your highest ethical standards, okay? So it's just telling you that, you know, you still have to pause to feel. Maybe just take a time out and recenter yourself. Remember why you're doing the things that you're doing. There's a reason for it. Okay, so this is the 9 of Cups. Now, this is in reverse, which means Cups represent our feelings, emotions, and our relationships. So, the 9 of Cups would be like somebody who is somebody who's kind of very, like they feel like they're content, okay? So this doesn't necessarily mean that you're not feeling content, but maybe that you're It's a sign that instead of looking outside yourself for happiness, you should search within. Okay, so it's telling you, this card is telling you that you need to think more carefully about the things that you really want in your life, Scorpio. That's what this means, okay? Here's the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is also like a King Jr., if you will. The Knight of Cups, he's in touch with his intuition and his emotions. Okay, so he's kind of like, here's my cup. But the thing about this is that kind of worries me a little bit, because they're saying that you need to look. So Knights belong to Hagma, the Tree of Life, okay? These are self-conscious cards. And all Knights are fire signs, so they are all moving. They're movement. All Knights have horses. That signifies change and that they're on their way, okay? So the Knight of Cups is, so Knights is fire and Cups is water. So there's conflict there, okay? Of course there's conflict, because of the fact that that's basically water and fire. That's conflict. So the wings of the imagination of, like, the fish. Remember the fish? And the other cup. Why is this so, like... There we go. Okay, so... Just a little bit. Page of Cups. This is why. Okay, so... He's inspired. His key phrase is seeking self-fulfillment. He yearns to fill this cup with love and spirituality. The Knight is representative of someone who is in tune with his emotions. He will listen to his heart regardless if it's logical or not. So on his lower polarity, there's conflict in him, which makes him feel like he's without or confused. So he goes without, and he overfills his cup with anything and everything. Okay, so he's overindulging, maybe using substance. Longing for a lover, the Knight in flying armor. So it's romantic, charming, artistic, following heart, taking action. No matter what, in all things, always seek the middle ground. Always seek balance, guys. Okay, so that makes sense. So you need to look inside to find out what truly makes you happy. And this is somebody who's overindulging in something that they shouldn't really, anything to fill that cup up, right? That's not really healthy, though, okay? So the Queen of Wands. Now, remember, our queens are... and they also are good at one, like a specific thing, right? So the Queen of Wands, she is fire. Queens are water. So there's a built-in conflict in this one too. Okay, so it's conflict. Look at conflict, Scorpio. So there's built-in conflict. So specifically best at being a witch. Why I say that is because she makes things manifest. See this little black cat right there? She makes things manifest, okay? So the wands being a fire element, it brings passion and energy to the water. And the water being the subconscious, she actually brings the subconscious to manifest. So be mindful, Scorpio, of your feelings, because this Queen of Wands, they're action cards. So good or bad, she actually brings those feelings to life. So she's looking, if you're looking at the negative things in life, then the glass is going to be half empty. And if you feel great and you're looking at things like more with a clear, like, better outlook, then the glass is going to be half full. Okay, so at best, you're kind, generous, and capable. She's the best business card in the actual deck. So her key phrase is expectations manifest, meaning that what you expect is going to be just that. The black cat at her feet gives her power, and although it's not the lion from the strength card, this shows how strong she can actually be. The crown flowers and the leaves growing like the wands on all cards show that she's full of ideas. This represents Aries, attraction, unification, collaboration, social, pay close attention, help others, come to common ground, optimistic and outgoing and full of energy, accomplishing many tasks. So positive, uplifting energy, not afraid to speak up or stand up for others. If you give someone your full and undivided attention, you give rare and amazing gifts. So when you learn to truly listen and respond to others, they will know that you're intelligent and sensitive, and they will trust you when it matters most. In arguments, make special efforts to see all sides, but don't make issues all about you. Understand everybody's point of view and seek a middle ground. A quiet mind is a focused spirit. So when you're distracted, spirit is also pulled in every direction. When you're focused, the energies flow naturally. So take a deep breath, calm yourself, and calm your soul. Definitely meditate. Recenter yourself, Scorpio, okay? Because there's a lot of conflict going on here. Here's the King of Cups. Now, you got the King and the Queen. So this is a match between two people. So you have a match here somewhere. Either you and your partner or something. There is a match. So the Kings are to ferret on the Tree of Life. The King of Cups, this is Scorpio's card. So this is your card, Scorpio. This is your energy. This is air and water. This is another conflict card. Another conflict, guys. So floating on the sea, because he is the king that is the most connected with the subconscious, the water in this, because the water is subconscious. So his key phrase is drawn to a higher purpose. So at best, he's drawn to a higher purpose. So on his lower, he's drawn to his own purpose. See? So he could be self-centered, secretive, fixed water, of having many secretive purposes. You'll see how he handles when he's high or low. So when he's in his high polarity, which means he's good, he does good for everybody. When he's in his lower polarity, he only does good for himself. Okay? Now, kings are very powerful, so keep that in mind. So emotionally balanced, wise, and calm, you can make a great spiritual guide or a counselor. You're very loyal and you're a good listener. So balance between intellect and emotion, there's strong awareness of deeper knowledge of self. So time has come to assume a more leadership role. Find a way to give back some of what you have been given and have more wisdom than you know. Be more mature and help a cause that is beneficial to do more than just for yourself. So use what you have to help others and speak versus the words that you listen to, and start to listen to understand rather than listening to respond. This will help you grow, as well as people will look at you with more respect, because you are at a level of maturity to understand others rather than making them understand you. Reserve judgment until all the evidence has been heard. And remember, maybe no one is wrong and maybe nobody is right. Maybe it's just different perspectives. So make commitments and stick to them. If you say that you're going to meet a deadline, do so. If you have to evaluate work doesn't work, don't sugarcoat the results. Brown nosing or empty praise is not respectable. Honesty is. So strive to be that. Honesty is what you're known for. So say what you mean and mean what you say. Friends and partners need straightforward feedback. Give them that. Avoid trying to control what people say or how they say it. When conflict is over, just let it be over. Okay? So, and it's only your responsibility to do what you said you were going to do, but it's not your responsibility to tell them what they said that they were going to do. Okay? So you're only responsible, and you're not responsible to keep reminding them of that. Leave that up to them. Just make sure that you did your part, and that's all that you can do. Okay? All right, so that is the King of Cups. Now, here is the Nine of Pentacles. Now, nines are at the bottom of the Tree of Life. They are what? My cat's going crazy. They're like an accumulation of its suit. So, they're in the middle of the Tree of Life. They're Yatsa on the Tree of Life. So, the Nine of Pentacles. This is material, earth signs, which would be Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. So this is the Lord of Gain, okay? So this very material garden here. It's the Mother Nature. It's Venus and Virgo. So Virgo is analytical, and Venus is the goddess of love. So what grows, or what Venus is providing, it's the harvest. So the garden is very full, and there's nothing missing here. What Venus provided here, just like the Mother of Virgo, so it's very masculine principle. And she's holding a falcon. That falcon is Horus, the god of Egypt. So there is a feminine and masculine principle here. That wealth is growing, even on the trees. There's a lot of gain here and a lot of contentment. So this card represents having all that you need, or you might be realizing the difference between your needs and your wants. Remember, you might have overdid something to where you're starting to realize that, yeah, you have a lot of something, but it's not making you happy. So here's the Four of Swords. Four Swords. So the threes Well, the 4 is on the tree of life. The 4 is the first time that it actually bursts into color. It belongs to Mercury. This is a mental suit. So this is air signs, which would be Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So this is the Lord of rest after strife. Okay, so Jupiter is of good fortune. Libra is of deep spiritual repose. The 4 represents a moment of rest and contemplation after the chaos of the 3. Remember, the 3 of Swords was the absolute heartbreak. Remember that card? The 3 of, I don't know if you guys ever got that. I'm sure you've seen it before. The 3 of Swords is absolute heartbreak. So this is the card after that. So this is the card that rests after that really big blow. Okay. Get these in a better order for us. Wands, Cups. Okay, here we go. So I can never get these straight. I don't know how other people do it, but you know what? I'm human, and I'm not here to be perfect, because I'm not perfect. Okay, so remember, the 3 of Swords is absolute heartbreak. So this card encourages solitary reflection, but let's look at things with a different perception. Sorry. So one does not rest after strife. One can rest in and through strife. Okay. So look up in the upper window right here. There is a stained glass, but if you look deeper, it's Christ giving a blessing of peace, truce, recovering from sickness or solitude, meditation, contemplation, rest, change of mindset, pause to clear your mind, think before you speak, think before you do. If you feel drained mentally or overloaded, take time for reflection. Self-care is key for balancing your life. Take a break, restore perspectives rather than over-analyzing everything. Rejuvenate and regain your energy, Scorpio. I think that's what everybody's on right now, because I have been sleeping and sleeping and sleeping like crazy. Okay, so here's the 10 of Cups. This is the end of the suit, bottom of the tree. The 10 of Cups represents Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, because they're water signs. This is your energy too. So this card is a very beautiful card. It's Mars and Pisces. It's a fire planet and an ocean sign, so it's raising spiritual creativity. Okay, so like the beauty and the color in the rainbow, Cups is emotion. So this card is showing conscious and subconscious are now joined together. It's a very magical sign. So materialized projection of beauty, fulfillment, happiness of your entire heart. So the fulfillment is having more than you ever dreamed of, being deeply thankful for what you've been given, aligning surrounding relationships. Okay, so that's good. Then here's the Tower card, which is kind of confusing. So the Tower card is a major arcana card, and it also is like, the Tower card, this is your energy, Scorpio. The Tower represents a sudden change or upheaval. So most of the cards in the tarot imply gradual change, but the Tower is a symbol of chaos and can sometimes indicate catastrophic changes. So the Tower shows a quiet, chaotic scene. A tall tower atop a mountain is struck by lightning and it catches fire. 2 people have jumped from the tower. The 22 flames in the sky represents the 12 zodiac signs. The 10 points of the tree of life, reminding us that there is always divine intervention, even in times of chaos. You guys probably just went through something, right? I think all of us did. This is the Page of Swords. So this is new cycle, a new beginning. All pages are the beginning of something new. So the Page of Swords are earth and air. So this is change and big changes. So this is the Page of Swords. So process change in your identity. So there's change of how you actually view yourself and who you think you really are. There's a mental process here. So the Page of Swords is dissolution. So solve is here. So merge entirely and set free ideas of changes. Identify with your soul. Keep your mind young by playing as a student. So do all you can to shift perspectives and see the world from a new, exciting angle. So get clarification and point out contradictions. So every relationship is an opportunity to learn about others and to learn about yourself. So some relationships provide a lifetime full of lessons. Judge mistakes with kindness and affection. You're both learning, okay? Read books, consult oracles, ask questions that... I'm watching my cat go crazy over here. Ask questions that cloud your mind. Prayers of wisdom and patience can open doors and new insights and spiritual discoveries. So the page resembles someone who is full of energy and new ideas, eager to share. It suggests a new form of communication. So, a new form of communication, a new form of how you actually view yourself. This is the Ten of Wands. It's like, you feel maybe like you're taking everything on your own. Possibly. So, this is at the bottom of the Tree of Life. So, this is the ending of something, which is great. This is feelings and fire. So you can see in this card that there's a man and he is carrying a lot of wands. Actually, he's carrying all the wands, but he's carrying them on his own accord. So Saturn and Sagittarius, this is karma teaching. So putting a lot of pressure on yourself, but knowing intuitively that this pressure is what you're needed to actually take that necessary leap back up to the top. Okay, so this card is showing you that even though you know you need this pressure, you don't have to carry all these wands or this burden alone. There's a lot of spiritual help here. This card encourages you to learn this pressure and responsibility. You can handle it and know that there is always spiritual help. You just need to ask, Scorpio, okay? So knowing and being honest about your limits and also recognizing when it's not suited for certain things that are draining your energy. Remember I said this before, there's something here. This is just draining energy right here, okay? So that's what this card is telling you too, that you're just wasting your energy, that you can actually, there is help here. You just need to ask for it. Okay, so you have overburdened, you are overburdened right now, and you're taking on a lot of responsibilities and major changes. So taking on too much, it may feel like an uphill battle, but you need to keep going. The end is in sight. You're at the bottom of the 10, so it goes back up to the ace, okay? So there's a new beginning coming. And overextending yourself also, Scorpio, is not a sign of strength, but poor judgment. You cannot give your best when you are exhausted. When you're exhausted, you disconnect from your spirit. And what you need to do is disconnect, reconnect, and treat it as if you're going to see a life-saving doctor to reconnect with your spirit. Okay, I don't know what you guys are going through, Scorpio, but you need to stop taking everything on your own. Let's see if there's any other... see if there's any other cards that want us to... I don't know what my cat is doing, but she's been flipping out because I've been doing this. Thank you, Spirit Guides, Angels. Is there anything else you want to... Scorpio. What is wrong with you? Is there anything else you'd like, Scorpio, to know? They do get a little bit crazy when it's... when I do readings. She does get a little bit crazy when I do readings because that means there's spirits around. You know, she must see them. You know, they see, cats can see them. Thank you, Spirit Guides, Angels. She's crazy. Alright, so this is the Five of Swords. This is winning at all costs, guys. I don't know if that's you or somebody in your... Thank you, Spirit Guides, Angels. What else does Scorpio need to know? The Sun. Okay, good. This is where we're going to end it. Great. And then look at the Two of Cups. Nice. So this is actually in reverse when I picked it up. This is kind of like somebody winning at all costs. I don't know if maybe that's the way you were before, and you kind of, this is the lesson that you learned maybe. I'm hoping so. But the Five of Swords reverse suggests that after a period of conflict, you're ready to move forward with your life with positive changes. Yes, that would make sense of why the Sun is here. And then look at, nice, guys. Cancer energy, nice. Okay, so this is the Sun. The Sun, if you ever heard the song Return to Innocence from Enigma, I suggest you listen to it. This is what this means, okay? The Sun is full of energy. This is the horse, the white horse is purity. This is us before we had put all the armor on, before we closed those windows, before we built that wall. We were this innocent, vulnerable child that took on the world with a lot of energy. They're basically, this is you now, which is fantastic. It's wonderful. So the Sun is a symbol of optimism, success, and good health. It often corresponds to a successful accomplishment. Good job, Scorpio. And the good feelings that come from it. So if one is going through a difficult time, it is a sign that things are about to get better. The Sun encourages you sharing your good energy with others. Yes, energy is a big, huge, huge thing. Then there's the Two of Cups. That's love, sharing love. And then this is either something that is on its way. This is like either travel or it's also Cancer energy. Okay? Yep, look at High Priestess. This is somebody who is in tune with their spiritual self, their intuition, which is good. This is the Fool, which is carefree. You know, this is great, guys. So good energy. I'm glad, Scorpio, that there's a good ending, or there's a good point after this lunar eclipse and all the other crazy stuff we just went through, because that was crazy. It was the end of something. Everybody had the end of something. So now we're going to go into how they feel about you, Scorpio. Three spirits, guides, angels. The moon. The moon. All right. So the moon is Pisces energy. Holy cow. Pisces energy, and they're unsure about their feelings. They're indecisive. Three of Cups. Could be like third party. There was a third party, maybe. They like you. They're interesting. This also could represent a third party. It's Cancer energy. And then the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is Taurus energy, and this is, they're unsure about their feelings, but they're ready to move forward, whether it's good or bad, not sure yet. Six of Pentacles. They want to give, they do feel like they want to give you what you need. Taurus energy, maybe it's also by actually closing, like giving you what you need is not what was happening. Maybe giving you what you need is just to stop the relationship, I'm feeling, maybe end it. The Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune energy is Aquarius, and it's like they feel positive about you and they feel lucky that they have you. So, you know, even though maybe something didn't work out, whether it's friendship or relationship, doesn't mean that you guys can't be acquaintances or be nice to each other, or, you know what I mean? Just to have them kind of, whoa, that went flying. My cat knows that she's in trouble. She keeps running around the table. Okay, so the next card is the Star card. She likes to raise beep with me all the time. So the Star card is Aquarius energy, and they're full of hope, optimism, energy, joy. Okay, so yeah, you got the Star card and they got the Star card. Remember, and I also saw the King and Queen of Cups, so there's a partnership here, guys. So maybe it might be an ending of just maybe a chapter in your guys' life that needed to get closed, or there's an ending of something stupid. I don't know. Five of Cups. I tell you guys the energy of the cards. You guys are the authors of it, okay? Five of Cups is Scorpio energy, your energy. This is realization. You made a mistake. You realize that you made a mistake. And the Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups is Pisces energy. This is reconcile with your ex. Maybe you need a reconciliation with an ex. They feel like you're home to them. And the Tower. Wow, I can't make this up, guys. You got all these cards in your other card and the other things. This is Scorpio energy, and this is they're upset. They feel they're on shaky ground. They're unsure about themselves. Unsure about what you guys probably just went through. Thank you, spirits, guides, angels. How does Scorpio person feel? And the Ace of Pentacles. So Ace of Pentacles is Capricorn energy. They do have strong feelings for you. They must. I mean, you guys must have went through something pretty heavy here. Thank you, spirits, guides, angels. Anything else? Chariot. Look at that, guys. Almost just exactly like the other one. All right, moving forward. So it sounds about right. So now let's go into the messages from Spirit. Wow, Scorpio, your guys are pretty deep. Feel a lot of energy from you guys too. Thank you, Spirit, guides, angels. Look at Queen of Swords. This is messages from spirits. Thank you, Spirit, guides, angels. Okay. Four Wands. I don't reread these in reverse. Thank you, Spirit, guides, angels, because these are messages from Spirit. Okay, Page of Swords. Yeah, okay. So Queen of Swords, this is somebody who is about the truth. Her head is above the clouds, which means she's got clarity. However, there's no emotion here, and that is what's wrong. So Spirit is reminding you that you need to have emotions in everything. We are human. I know it's easy to, this is with the sword right here, is basically saying like she can cut the head off of any emotion. That's not a very good thing all the time, because we are human beings. So even though you do want the truth and truth needs to come out, don't forget that we are human and that we have to have emotions in everything, okay? This is the Four of Wands. This is a celebration. However, this was in reverse. So this is telling me that there was not a celebration, that there was something going on that maybe kind of like something that was holding you back maybe from a celebration, or like collaboration, I guess you can say. Wands are actions, and they also are fire signs, which is Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Let's see here really quick. So reverse, it indicates that you are celebrating the achievement of a personal goal. Just a personal goal. So not really so much with your actual partner or with anybody else. It's just with your own self. So this would be with others. When it's in reverse, it's just with yourself. Page of Swords, this is kind of like a new beginning of something. So the Page of Swords would be mental agility. Let me take a look. I want to look at mine because mine are a little bit different. These are the Knights. Pages are like the... Okay, yeah, so the Page of Swords is process and change. Okay, so you got this before, remember? So this is about... It resembles somebody who's full of energy, ideas, and eager to share. It suggests a new form of communication. This is a new way for you to look at yourself, okay? This is brand new, and this brings an announcement. So maybe somebody's going to bring an announcement of something. I'm not sure. This is the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands, if you can see, like he's taking on everything on him by himself, okay? So this is the only card in the deck, you can see, that he's fighting forces off and he's doing a good job, okay? However, he's got two different shoes on. You know what that means? It's instability, meaning that you don't have to take this on all by yourself. There's help here. There's guidance here. There's spirits here to help. You know, you just have to ask spirit for help and know that they are here to help you, because you're taking on too much. That kind of goes back to the Ten of Wands, right, guys? Scorpio, you don't have to, like, the ego is something else, and pride, being prideful, you don't have to take things on by yourself, guys, okay? Don't have to take, and look at his face. I mean, you could just see his face is like, he's very distraught. He's, because that's a lot to take something on. No matter what it is, it's a lot to take on. Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so the Wheel of Fortune is basically like, if you could think of like the circle of life, okay? This is like the circle of life. And this is like the law of the tarot. So this means karma. It means good and bad, okay? So this could mean like, it means like whatever you put in is exactly what you're going to get back, okay? So you have to make sure that you're doing everything for the greater good for yourself and the greater good for others, okay? You can't cut corners. You just can't. You just have to do everything life is always going in circles, okay? Like it's the circle of life, like I said. So the Wheel of Fortune reminds us that life is always in flux. There are many symbols on this card. It represents the dozens of life cycles that we actually experience. There's an aspect of the Wheel of Fortune that foretells good luck and success, often when it's when you're making good decisions anyway. Like I said, if you're doing good, expect good. If you're doing bad, there's going to be bad. So the Wheel of Fortune encourages optimism and faith that the universe will grant a good outcome. The universe is unpredictable and sometimes chaotic, but it will take care of us if we are open to it. Perfect statement after what we just went through, right, guys? Is there any other messages from Spirit for Scorpio? That was perfect. I really think that that's it. I'm not feeling like there's any more messages. Oh, one more. All right, the Empress. Nice. This is beautiful. Very, very beautiful card. The Empress represents beauty, nurturing, and abundance. So she is calm and content with her life. This is like the mother of the actual tarot deck, okay? So the Emperor indicates the need to relax and allow things to happen naturally. The